Welcome back to the USA Guts podcast. I'm Ryan Scott with my co-host Will Walden. Today we're going to be watching the losers bracket of the International Frisbee Tournament, also known as the IFT.
Losers bracket finals matchup between the WORMS and Monte Carlo. Loser gets third, and the winner gets to go to the finals and face Bop.
Yeah. Listen, if you win this, man, you're automatically taking second. And you more or less there's a puncher's chance of beating Bop. Bop in this tournament has basically destroyed everybody. So
yeah, especially on Sunday when they start breaking out their thumbers, right?
Yeah, of course.
I think the wind was a huge factor in this tournament. Not only the wind, but the dust.
Yeah.
I swear, I was hacking up dust, dirt, or whatever for like a week after that tournament.
Yeah. I remember blowing my nose like Monday afternoon and just uh-oh. Well, with all that being said, let's get to the video, huh?
All right, let's check it out.
Bert broing out.
You think he wants the worm or the dirt?
He wants the worm. Speaking of worms, Jared. So Bo Belkowski and Hogan Nemitz are the observers for us. A couple of young, fine gentlemen from Marquette region. I don't think we called them in for anything, though, so that's all right.
Yeah, easy job for them.
Easy job.
They did a great
Close-up guts. They did a wonderful job of walking
observers.
Back and forth. Yeah.
Both teams getting ready for the matchup. Always good to see teams being friendly with each other before the match. It's kind of one of the cool things about Guts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of these teams is about to get knocked out of the tournament, and I had to edit this churn down a little bit. Our team chant.
Listen, man, really you gotta get hype with these churns.
Yeah, I get really fired up from churning.
Dude. After every single churn, I got lightheaded. I'm dead serious. I was like, I need to take a second before I do whatever. Like, look at me, I'm all spaced out. All right, grab the disc. Here we go. But yeah, this is the first tournament where I was throwing my fish hook as the main shot, not out of necessity.
And they upped that one.
And they upped
Great
it.
defense. It's still 0-0. Looks like Bert's throwing back.
Comes Bert with the backhand. Great spin.
Looks like it hit your hand first, maybe? Maybe Chris, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I guess we'll find out in a second here. Chrissy.
Tim sees those flippers, man.
I think that's the shot that he sees the best. Like, backhands and forehands, I mean, he sees those really well, too.
He scores on Jake. That's hard to do. Jake's defense was pretty stellar at this tournament.
Yeah. Super consistent. Oh, what a spot.
Great spot. Outside man, outside hand.
I was more impressed with Jake's offense this tournament.
Yeah, he's really stepped it up.
Yeah. Shows you what practice can do, huh? Oh, man.
Wow, what a spot.
That might have been a call for the observers if
I stood flat-footed.
Yeah.
Maybe. Tim saw that flipper, for sure.
Yep.
I was not trying to hit him, though, so...
Here comes Bert with another backhand. Great spot.
Bert hits the outside, hits Jared, and that'll be another point for Monte.
Yeah, that's their a lot of those guys' like spots. That's
straight into the midst of Tim Meyer.
The bread basket. Is that what you guys call it?
That was not the bread basket.
Okay.
Bread basket's like in the bag zone.
All right. I just call it bag zone. Speaking of bag zone,
bug zone.
Jake going full dirt on him.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, bag zone. And
That
he
was a
scores
great
on
shot.
Burt.
That's
Nice.
dude. That forehand is gonna get some people.
That was a fast shot by Burt.
Yeah.
That looked like it came off pretty good. Hits the outside again.
Comes Jake.
Jared.
Or sorry, Jared. Sorry.
And they wrangle
Great
another
pop.
backhand up.
They've D'd what? 5 out of the 7 shots that we've thrown. This defense is kicked up a notch for them. That was an incredible spot.
Looks
by
like we
Burt.
tried to move Jared inside.
That was a
Still found
great
him.
spot.
Yeah. Fingertip shot.
Here comes Jared coming back again. Needs to get himself a point here.
Hits Turcotte.
Hey, there we
That'll
go.
be a point. Now we're going to see Tyler's backhand coming back.
Tyler with a very accurate backhand. He can hit both ends whenever he wants.
It's the outside. Outside man. And Jake,
Great
another
shot.
point.
Throwing his whole body into that.
Well, that was our guy. And now we're going to see his thumber coming back, and we just could not D it up.
Dude, his thumber, I was surprised by it. You know, like, I remember him throwing it a couple of years ago, and it was fine. It had not that much movement. It was a good shot. And then he got hurt, and he started throwing.
And then now
And
throwing
now
like
he's throwing that. Yeah. Well, he got hurt, and so he was throwing a flipper most of the time. I don't know if that was out of because his arm hurt. But I know he hurt his forearm. I
Okay.
think he broke a bone or something.
Sheesh.
Dump.
That's a dump.
Ugh. Yeah, don't like to see that. The only way to get back from a dump is to make some defense. That was a great catch by Jared.
Great movement by Jared to get back there. And catch
Perfect
that pop
catching
fly.
technique, coming straight up.
Yep.
So if you miss it, you got at least a second chance
Great
to
up by Chris.
keep it alive.
Throws a staker to the outside man.
What a spot. Oop.
And they
Tim
bobbled it into the
mishandles it.
crowd.
That's one of the few mishandles.
Yeah.
Great shot by Jared. Great pop up. And
I think the
That's
wind got that a
unfortunate.
little bit. Error in the outfield.
yeah, for sure.
I checked the wind here and judged that it is blowing hard. Lots of wind. Aiming for Bob here.
Great spot.
Yeah, that's a pretty great shot.
So we've gone after Cam as Worms. Worms have gone after Cam. Decided that wasn't
It's not our guy.
that isn't our guy anymore. And we're going after Bob, and that seems to be like a okay plan so far. Great catch by Jake.
Jake snatching another one up. I think that hit him in the balls.
That's a nut shot.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
it must have been a pretty bad one. At the tournament, it took him a little while to recover.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. That, I've got a funny story about getting hit in the nuts, but we'll save that for another podcast if I haven't already told you that story. But
Poor
yeah,
guy. That doesn't happen very often.
it really doesn't.
But
When it
hate
does,
to see it.
now he's got a throwback, and
And of course, he scores on me.
he's had a high scoring rate, 100%. So here comes Will. He's confident. He knows he can hit whoever he wants. And that was an incredible spot, Will.
That was a great spot. Hit my guy up top.
Mm-hmm. Comes Bob coming back.
Oh, almost got
Me
that
and
one.
Chris. Well, Chris has a reason to be walking. He's the one that got hit. So if he's a little bit flat-footed, that's okay. But there's no excuse for me. I should
It
be
was a good bid by Jared.
in there. Great bid by Jared, and then Dumpsky.
That hurts.
Dumpsky.
Another point for Monty.
And then there we go. Well, at least we D'd up after that dump. Comes Jared. Backhand.
Hits his guy.
Gets his man.
Another
Let's
point.
go, Jared.
Nice shot.
13-9 switch. So we switch every cumulative 11 points. So we switched at 7-4 in the previous switch. And now it's 13-9, so 22 points. So at 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, all, and so on. So the next switch will be 19, 14, 18, 15, 17, 16. Somewhere around there, typically. That's a good bag by Will Rodney. So I switch to a backhand. And Bert getting greedy. Probably told him to stop doing that. I don't think he's going to listen to me. Oh, he decides to throw it at me, so that's nice.
That was a good backhand, too. It had some dip.
That hit me not in the hand. Straight arm.
Whatever works.
Yep. Great shot.
Looks like I got another one by Bob there.
Yeah.
2 point.
I was wondering
Then we
if
got a
Bert
2
got
point
his
lead now.
grubby little hands in there. Great spot.
Another outside hand shot by Bert.
Yeah, above the head. Those are tough. All right, so we got Jared coming back. Oh, great body control by Tim. That's a guy who's been playing 10 years. More than 10 years, probably.
Yeah, just stills his body, lets it roll down, and then backs away.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
he
lines
comes
up
back.
on the outside and pulls it over across the line. I totally thought he was going to throw it at the outside guy on the right there. So I just left and oops. Great work, Tim.
Pop and catch.
You got me.
By Monte Carlo. Here comes Bert with his backhand. And goes between Chris and I get the stop. Chris gets the catch. I wanted the catch.
I know. Chris should have kept bobbling it.
Oh.
Oh, another into the crowd play. That's 2.
That was a good bid by Cam. He's the one that kind of got that up there at the last second there. So here comes
Bert firing back. That's the outside
great
man again.
spot. Dude, he is killing that spot. Jake getting us another point.
Dirt.
Dirt everywhere. Pulls it in. I think that's the first time he threw that backhand at you.
Yep. I almost got it. Not quite.
All right, so they put Bob back in the middle for this.
Yep.
That was a great shot. That had a lot of movement too, because he went cross-handed.
Hey, Chris, I almost
Look at
got
that
that
dust.
deflection. Yeah, all that dust is going to my lungs.
Nice. And Tim going.
Tim
full Tim.
With authority.
Yep. That's not the guy to be shooting. I think we know that now. That's a great spot.
Outside man, outside hand.
1914 switch.
Great shot by Tim.
Switching up to 33s.
It brings Monty 2 points away from victory here. Worms have got to be nervous.
They gotta be playing defense. So
idea.
when you're down 19-14, the only way back is defense. It's the only way.
Yep.
There's no 2-point shots. There's no, can't shoot a 3-pointer or anything like that. It's can only stop.
Got to
them from
play
scoring.
lights out guts if you want to win. 15.
And people have come back from way more too.
Ooh.
Like they've come back from 2015.
I got Bert's second backhand on me there.
Absolutely. That was a great catch. And that's one of those things. It's do or die at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Making the big step up.
Another score.
So Worms down by 3 here. Great pop, great catch. Good job by Turcotte hitting. He's only thrown twice and hit both ends.
Once again, showing he's an accurate thrower.
He comes well with his flip.
Another slider.
Slider.
Coming up. Looks like that bounced into Tim, and Tim got it.
It looked like that was more power than bounce.
Yeah.
Great catch by Chris. You see,
Nice
now we're
pass.
playing defense.
Yeah, just got to put the pressure on. Or something.
Great pop by
Can't
Bob.
quite get it by them. Monty making the defensive plays here.
Just out of my reach. I took a step back.
Tim Meyer with another point. Jared throws a backhand right to Tim. It's up, and
Bert with a nice catch
Bert's
on the
gonna
bobble.
throw it again.
Bert does not like to bobble. He's into catching.
Here's Bert throwing for game point.
At this point, I would just be throwing hard as I can.
And he hits me, and
Great spot.
that's it. And shout out to Bert for hitting me with the last shot there. Appreciate that. Congrats to Monty, and also congrats to Worms. That was a good finish by Worms. I was really proud of our team for making it that far in the tournament. We've got a couple newer guys. They've been playing only for like 2 or 3 years now, and they've like really grown quickly in Guts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
transformed into a pretty competitive team, and competitive players. So
Yeah. I mean, Jared's been going hard in the paint for about 2 years, practicing his throw and all this other stuff. And this is Jake's first year being full-time Guts. And Ryan Radowick, who isn't here, he wasn't on, he couldn't make the tournament this time, but his offense has been coming along quite well. And these guys all come from Ultimate, right?
the Worms started as an Ultimate team in a men's league, a men's summer league in East Lansing. And
this is the team that you joined?
Yeah, I was on the team, and our team was named Worms, and it was after the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob.
Okay.
So we had a lot of memes from that. But yeah, I got some of the guys to come out to a Lansing Guts tournament, and we ended up winning.
Shout out Boomtown Showdown.
I think that lit a little fire under these guys. And,
right.
Yeah, that's kind of our origin story.
That's cool.
But yeah, really proud of the Worms. Really, really happy with the third place finish. I mean, obviously you want to win, but all things considered, like, right on. I'm really happy with that finish.
And Monte Carlo, who I thought on paper we were just as good as, even though we lost. I mean, that shows what mistake-free Guts looks like. No dumps and playing more defense than the other team. It's typically going to mean good things for your team.
Victory.
Yeah. Definitely helps towards victory.
As we saw,
100%.
and they squared away that victory and move on to play against Bop in the finals.
Yeah.
Which, stay tuned, will be coming up next. We'll be releasing the footage over the next couple days on our YouTube channel. So like and subscribe, and thanks for stopping in.
Peace.